Morning, John.
Good morning, Brian.
You have your next video is titled in What You Believe.
That's right. What do you believe?
Yeah.
And people have different ideas. People There are Catholics practice the Catholic faith. The numbers have declined that are attending Holy Mass, which is a great gift of the Catholic faith. And of course, the sacrament of confession is another great gift of the Catholic faith, which I think is in the Orthodox faith, but not necessarily, as far as I know. It might be in other faiths, but it's in the Catholic faith, and of course the sacrament of Holy Communion, when you're in a fit state. In other words, you've been to confession and you're not receiving Holy Communion without having missed Mass or something like that, because that is considered a mortal sin, although it's not preached about by the priests and those and the bishops and archbishops in the country, although it's part of the obligation to attend Mass every Sunday for Catholics, and to be in a state of grace if they're going to receive Holy Communion. If they've missed Mass, unless for health reasons, but if they've missed Mass on a consistent basis, they should never approach the altar for Holy Communion, because it's a grievous sin, and really. So these are the sort of obligations when you're a Catholic, to attend Holy Mass every Sunday, and holidays of obligation. These are your obligations. They may apply, I think, in the Orthodox Church, which is attached to the Catholic Church, although they practice a different form of prayers. But they do adopt. They do have Holy Communion, and they do have great standards. The Catholic faith has changed it's the way it operates, where it used to be that people went to the altar for to receive Holy Communion, and without proper authority, the altar rails that was paid for by the people were removed, and people then vocations declined, and so now we have Eucharistic ministers, and really they should be wearing soutanes and surplices and women cloaks, and not be when they have this great honour of the being Eucharistic ministers. It should be shown respect and reverence for the duty they've accepted. So these are things for the Catholic faith that are important, and the altar rails should be re-established as was. I've mentioned this before, and I keep mentioning that they should be replaced. They were paid for by Catholics down the years when they didn't have much, when their income was pretty low. But they did pay for the altar rails, and they often paid for the stained glass windows and the Stations of the Cross and other things. That's another thing the Catholic faith has, is Stations of the Cross. The Orthodox may have it. I'm not aware whether they do or not, but I know the other Christian churches do not have Stations at the Cross, and they do not, as far as I know, have a tabernacle where the body and blood, soul and divinity of Jesus is in all the tabernacles in every Catholic church in this country and throughout the world, and the tabernacle should always be in the centre of the altar and nowhere else. So this is a Catholic faith. Now the other Christian faiths have various prayers and devotions, and people practice the Christian faith and the Muslim faith, and we will hope to find out what it is that they find helpful for the salvation of their immortal souls. Because that's the obligation of any Catholic faith or Christian faith, so as they can be in heaven with all the angels and saints, because Jesus did say that the road to heaven is narrow, and the road to perdition, meaning hell, is wide, and many take it. So these are things that we hope to try and find out from other denominations. I know some people in the other Christian faiths the Church of Ireland, for example, and the Anglican Church and various Presbyterian Church and Methodist Church and all these, because there's a few different churches, and then there's Pentecostal ones and all the rest of it. So we'll try to find out about what they believe in, and then what the Muslims believe in, and what they practice and what virtues they try to aspire to. They all believe in life from conception to natural death, and that's a good thing that Christians believe in. The secular state, and in this country and in other countries, adopt a different attitude. So, which is a pity, because life is precious, as we know, and when we're born and alive, we can experience life in the good and the crosses that we endure during some part of our lives, and the families often are not what they should be. They might not instruct the children that they have and give them a sense of what's good in life. From the Christian point of view. So these are things that we'll be inquiring of. What do people believe, and what did they hope to achieve at the end of it? Because they have some aspirations, and we'll also inquire into those people that don't practice anything and perhaps believe in the earth or something, or universe, or whatever they call it, this business of climate and all that kind of thing. And Christians believe that God created the world, and the Sabbath day he rested, so this is why the Sabbath is holy. So these are all things that we'll try to find out over time from other denominations. Thank you, Brian.
Thank you very much, John.
Thank you.